listening to the smooth sounds of the Daddy's music.
Gonna break down to the most minute part so that it can forever be broke. The 12 tribes chart.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right? That's some of the doctrine that was introduced when a lot of us first came into the truth. If you came in dealing with the people on like YouTube and that, and especially if you deal with like Facebook, of course, this is doctrine that's been widely accepted throughout all of the Israelites here in the United States, right? That the 12 tribes of Israel are broken down, in the different peoples that are on these different land masses, and that the Native Americans are the tribe of Gad, and that the American Negro is the tribe of Judah, and so on and so forth. We all familiar with that? Yeah. Are we all familiar? Are there any in here that believe that that's accurate? No? Nobody believes it's accurate? You're different? You're indifferent? Okay. So, this lesson should enlighten us all as to the accuracy or inaccuracy of that particular understanding of the breakdown of the 12 tribes and who they are as a people today. Right? Are we all familiar with it? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Anybody not familiar with it? Not familiar? Okay.
Good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. But if you just take your phone and just Google 12 tribes chart, right? And you're going to come up most likely with a chart. And it's going to say, for all the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Naphtali, Zebulun, and it's going to tell you who that they are today. And so this breakdown is going to be a breakdown of the inaccuracy of that understanding as well as where it came from. You don't deal with that. Right? Yeah. Where the understanding actually came from, and really, we probably gonna touch on the how detrimental it really is to us as a people. So, without further ado,
12 tribe chart. Like you said, when we come into this thing, this chart is one of the first things that's given to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, immediately, this is like one of the first things that I learned. I watched the video on, somebody gave me a DVD on the 12 tribe chart.
that DVD.
Yep.
I've probably seen the same.
Same thing. As soon as I came in, that's what I was bombarded with, that and the name of the Most High. So when you're going through it and when you're looking at it, we don't understand when we first come in about precepts or whatnot. So you just listen at the guy and they just pretty much talking. Read the scripture and then talk it for you, right? So it sounds like it's good, but common sense kicks in and it be like, well, if he had all of these wives, and how could this be? And my wife used to always ask. Jacob had 4 black wives, right? And he black. Well, how only 2 of the tribes black now? And I couldn't answer this, and I always would say, well, they're cake unturned. It's a speckled bird, because that's what they told us. You know what I'm saying? But she was always saying, like, that don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And so we just went with it for a long time. But it's like, then you start looking at videos, right? And you see the hate groups on the street. And they only would be dissing the quote-unquote black woman. The nigga woman, you this, that, and the third, you this, that, and the third. It's like, wow. Not saying it ain't happened, but I never seen none of those groups diss the quote-unquote Northern Kingdom women. I never seen that. It was always the quote-unquote dark-skinned ones that they was on the streets dogging and putting down. And then somebody sent me a video about a year and a half ago, and it showed one of the more popular groups out here, showed me a video of their wives. And all of their wives, except for like 2 of them, was quote-unquote Northern Kingdom women. Then, about a year, I'm debating on the phone with one of these guys from one of the popular camps. And he said, brother, we just going to agree to disagree. Just like most brothers think that the black woman is the most beautiful woman in the world. I don't agree. I think that the Northern Kingdom women are far better looking than the the black woman. I'm saying, as they say it. You know what I'm saying?
They look like light skin.
Yeah, they very light.
With the wavy hair.
So I'm starting to weigh this stuff out and look at it like, it's something here. So this take us all the way back to being like when we was younger, right? Anybody in here, when you was younger, you wanted good hair, so to speak? Right? Right? I know it wasn't just me, right? So they came, right? So they came with a Jerry curl, so you can get good hair. You know what I'm saying? It seems like this stuff is so juvenile, but people actually still own this thing. They like, when I have my children, I wanted to be with this kind of person so my kids can have good hair. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, man, come on, that's straight up. And you know, if you was back in them times, the sisters, they didn't too much like you if you didn't have good hair and all of this kind of stuff. So it's really like a self-hate type of thing that's going on. And a lot of people, because they have made these choices in their life, they don't want to let this stuff go and accept what these scriptures is actually saying. So let's get this first script. First off, they can't prove this stuff without all of these outside books. If you watch these chart videos, it's going to be, I have another book. I have another book. I have another book. I have another book. Just a whole bunch of books to prove it because they can't prove it with the book. Let's get Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. They can't prove it with the book. And they'll say that I'm causing division and I'm splitting Israel up and all this stuff. Couldn't be further from the truth. I don't care who you marry or do it. It don't matter to me. It ain't me. Ecclesiastes 12 and 12.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, the making of many books.
Of doing what?
Of making many books.
Of making many books.
There is no end.
There is what?
There is no end.
There is no end. I'm telling you, you watch some of these videos, you're going to see they got to use a whole gang of books, a whole bunch of outside books in order to make this.
It just fucking is.